A young boy was found dead in an abandoned well. Who is responsible for his death? Don't miss this investigation. Psychics will uncover a shocking secret of the boy's mother. This is Psychic Investigations, a show of real and astonishing stories. Here, people who call themselves clairvoyants investigate sensational criminal cases and incredible supernatural phenomena. This green-eyed, dark-haired boy was only 11. Bohdan was in the 5th grade. Like most kids his age, he was restless, active, and full of curiosity.
He loved learning. He always helped me. I could count on him.
It happened on Saturday, November 12th, a weekend. The boy was watching TV while his mother was in the kitchen making borscht for lunch. Bohdan said he'd go out to play and be back soon. He took a ball, walked out the door, and disappeared.
A stone in my soul. I don't know how to get it out.
The boy had promised to return by 3 p.m. When he didn't show up, his mother began to worry.
She checked every nearby playground, but there was no sign of him. After an hour of desperate searching, she raised the alarm. The whole family joined in, scouring every inch of the neighborhood. Still, no sign of the child.
We searched nearby buildings, checked every basement, walked around with flashlights calling his name.
The search continued until night. Unable to find the boy, the family turned to the police.
A search team arrived. K-9 units with search dogs were brought in.
But the boy was still nowhere to be found. His mother will never forget that night. She didn't sleep a wink. As soon as daylight broke, the family resumed the search.
The place was completely overgrown. Then suddenly I saw a big pit right in front of me. I shined my flashlight down, and my hands and legs started shaking. I saw the ball, his ball, floating there. I bought it. I knew it right away.
It's hard to wrap your head around it. If not for the brightly colored rubber ball the boy took with him, they might never have found his body at all.
The boy was found at the bottom of an abandoned concrete reservoir, 3 meters deep. There was water inside. Earlier, it was used by firefighters, but it's been out of service for decades. How the child ended up there is still unknown.
Bohdan was wearing a puffy jacket. When it soaked up water, it dragged him under. That's why his body wasn't visible beneath the surface. When the uncle spotted the ball, he called the police, who then called emergency services. After pumping the water out, rescuers discovered the boy.
It was terrifying to look at him. My heart aches.
His grandmother had raised him since he was little. For her, and for his mother, this is an unbearable loss. They can't speak about it without tears. But how did Bohdan even end up there? He never played there. It's remote and completely abandoned.
I personally didn't even know there was a fire well there. The place was overgrown with thick bushes. No one ever went there.
The weeds were taller than me.
According to the forensic report, the boy died from drowning. Water was found in his lungs. Since the child couldn't swim and the well walls were slippery, he had no chance of getting out on his own. The question is, how did he end up there?
The police's official version: a tragic accident. They say Bohdan was playing, didn't see the open manhole, and fell into the water reservoir. But Bohdan's family are convinced someone threw him in and beat him beforehand.
He had a scratch on his leg and bruises on his face. Someone carried him into that pit. That's the only explanation.
What's more, the uncle says the manhole was covered with dry branches, like someone tried to hide the crime.
I saw right in front of me a big pit covered with branches.
To understand how Bohdan ended up at the bottom of an abandoned well, the family turned to psychics. Psychics Ilona Kaldre and Ilmira Derbentseva take on the case. They begin working with the boy's energy on their way to the site.
I keep seeing devil horns. The number 11 comes up. And a feeling of darkness.
The rune of transformation, a changed fate. His lifeline is torn. I've never seen anything like it.
The boy's grandmother meets the psychics near her house. Bohdan often spent time here. He lived nearby. His mother refuses to meet with the psychics. She says her heart can't handle the pain again.
It hurts so much without him. I can't live without him.
Hello?
Good afternoon. I'm hoping for your help. I want to understand why my grandson died. Shall we go inside?
You've cried so much. Please, may I not go into your home? I can't. I just know I'll break down in there, and I won't be of any use.
I'll go take a look. I'm being pulled there.
Please stay with me so I can try to tune in to the child through you. I have a feeling he was born when it was still warm.
He was born in September, the 23rd.
But the death came on a different date. He was 11.
Yes, 11.
That's not a coincidence. 11 is a death number. That was the age he was fated to die. I don't understand why.
Meanwhile, Elmira Derbentseva returns to the yard.
I have a strong feeling your grandson was far too smart for his age.
Yes, very smart. He could read so well for his age. At school, they tested reading speed, and he read 148 words per minute. He read almost like me.
I get the sense he wanted to protect everyone from some kind of injustice.
He dreamed of becoming a policeman.
He said, "I'm going to be a policeman." I asked, "Why a policeman?" "Grandma, I really hate injustice."
Unusual words for an 11-year-old. Where does a child that young even learn about injustice?
He was such a skinny boy.
That's right. He was small, only about 1.3 meters tall.
He was afraid of the street.
For the 2 months before that, he hardly left home. "Bohdan, why don't you go outside?" "I don't want to. I have homework." That day was the first time he went out and never came back.
That day, some boys were mocking him. He was afraid of them. They were pushing him, kicking him.
But who are these boys the psychics are talking about? Could they have something to do with Bohdan's death?
He had a ball in his hands.
He did.
It was colorful, multicolored, and they threw it somewhere.
Bohdan was small for his age. He did well in school. He was different from the kids at the nearby boarding school.
One boy saw him playing with kids from the boarding school. We went there with the police, but the kids kept changing their stories. Some said he was with them, others said he wasn't.
They took the ball away from him, threw it off to the side. That was it. Then they ran off in another direction.
From our investigation, we found out that the last person to see the boy alive was his neighbor. Bohdan was playing on the soccer field. He was alone.
It was around 3:45. He was standing there with the ball, kicking it around.
The boy's mother started searching for him 15 minutes after the neighbors saw him on the field. But what happened to him during those 15 minutes?
There's a feeling that about a year before his death, the boy's lifeline disappeared. Like someone wiped it away. It feels like he was destined to die.
We need to visit the place where he died.
Everyone who cares about the family's tragedy gathered at the site.
Everything here has changed.
There was no fence.
They put it up afterward.
The number matters. Look, the 11th month, 11th year, 11 years old. It's all no coincidence. 11 is a sign of death. And when it's 3 times 11, that's over the top. Too much. There's magic involved. It's as if he was chosen for some ritual by unknown people. I'm trying to understand if the scratch is related to what happened.
No, that was probably on the playground. He ran after the ball and just slipped. I don't see anyone having dragged him here.
I kept trying to tune in and understand what happened to the boy. But someone in the crowd was somehow distracting me. Who here is a relative?
His mother is over there.
At the beginning of the investigation, Bohdan's mother was afraid to meet the psychics in person. However, She couldn't stay at home while they tried to uncover the circumstances of her son's death.
Can I speak with you? I see a serious tragedy. I'm not just talking about losing your son, but about your life in general. You were like a slave. It feels like the girl ended up in a completely different country. The people around her are different. It's a different culture for her. You can feel the humiliation, fear, and despair. She was being held against her will, and there's no doubt someone was making money off her.
Incredible. Could this really be true?
Your daughter is involved in all this. It's like she completely lost her head. A dark-haired guy.
Unbelievable. Even from a distance, the psychics sensed the same thing.
This was another man. It was mad love. You ran away for love.
It seems Hannah understands what this is about, but she doesn't want to comment.
You were against it. I see her now. She's wearing a dress, gypsy-like.
It was a mixed marriage. Different blood and culture. Were you somewhere else? The environment around you was different. And where were you running, Hannah?
I just ran. Left my mom, dad, brother.
I'm seeing images. Fire, a violin, lots of people, moving from place to place. Was he a gypsy?
Hannah was 16. A Romani family lived next door. She became friends with her neighbor, a girl her age named Alvina. One day, Alvina's aunt came to visit with her son, a young and handsome Romani boy. His name was Ruslan. He was 15. Hannah fell in love with him at first sight.
What was going on with your head at the time? I don't get it. Had you been drinking something? I have a feeling you were in some dazed, foggy state.
I was drinking tea at their place. Do I know what it was?
She didn't end up there of her own will. It's like she was drugged. She couldn't think straight.
She was like a doll, like a zombie.
It was a love spell, made with a powerful potion. Under its influence, she didn't see or hear anyone but the one she adored.
It's hard to even imagine the shock a mother feels when her underage daughter suddenly disappears one morning. She didn't come home the next day either. The woman filed a police report, but nothing could prepare her for what came next. Hannah was found 300 kilometers from home in a Romani camp. But bringing her back proved impossible. Hannah says that at first, Ruslan's large family welcomed her warmly. The young couple had their own room in a big two-story house. And when Ruslan found out his wife was pregnant, he was over the moon.
He wouldn't let me do anything around the house, like cleaning. He'd say, "You don't need to do that." But after Bohdan was born, they started treating me badly, humiliating me like I wasn't one of them.
You were forced to obey someone very powerful. I can physically feel her fear. It's that strong.
They made her do things. I see her with a child. She's wearing an apron with pockets. Was she begging?
Yes, they forced her to beg. Yes.
Hannah witnessed it all: theft, scams, begging.
I worked for them, not for myself, not for my child, but for them.
Hannah admitted she gave all her earnings to her mother-in-law. If she kept even a single coin, she was brutally punished.
They beat her, said she had to bring in more money.
They abused her, and the little one too.
Her husband couldn't stand up to his family. He acted like nothing was happening.
So you ran, didn't you?
She tried to escape, didn't she?
She did.
And they punished her badly for that.
Yes, they did.
Hannah says when she refused to beg or tried to run, she and her baby were locked in a cold room.
He was barely fed, sometimes not at all.
We were beaten. I don't want to recall it. No one can truly understand what it's like there.
Off camera, Hannah admits she lived through hell. She couldn't protect herself, let alone her child.
And you couldn't just walk away. You didn't even have documents, not even a passport. Where is your passport?
They kept it.
Apart from her passport, they also took the certificate from the maternity hospital. Without it, Hannah couldn't obtain Bohdan's birth certificate. Soon after, she got Amy pregnant again and gave birth to a daughter Tanya. Now that little girl is the only thing keeping Hannah going.
Bohdan is my brother. We used to have so much fun playing. He loved spending time with me.
The girl grew up without a father. After she was born, the man left the family, but Hannah still couldn't leave the camp. She was desperate, alone with 2 children, no husband, and trapped in slavery. It went on for 5 whole years. Hannah had lost all hope of being saved.
Some man helped her escape.
Yes, after she gave birth to Tatiana, Ruslan's older brother helped her get out.
At the time, Ruslan's older brother, Sasha, was under investigation for murder. If the police had searched the Romani house and found Hannah with 2 children there, it could have led to additional charges. It seems that's why Sasha insisted they send the woman and her kids home.
Hannah returned home and barely managed to adjust to normal life, but the child remained terrified of everything.
We'd sit down to eat, and I'd see him hiding bread in his pockets. Mama, we'll eat this at night, just in case Grandma doesn't give us any more. I burst into tears and hugged him. I said, "My sweet boy, if you get hungry at night, I'll feed you."
It feels like someone needed this death. And it's connected specifically to his father's side of the family. It's as if a higher power was involved.
No one brought or led your child there. On one hand, it was an accident.
Bohdan's height was just 130 centimeters, weight 40 kilos. It's quite possible that a small, thin boy, while playing, could have fallen into a well shaft, not noticing the opening hidden by dry branches, which then remained lying on top.
It was because of the ball. Bohdan fell into the well chasing after it. But that fall was the result of a magical ritual. A ritual was performed over him. His lifeline is gone. You baptized him. Where is the cross he was baptized with?
It's lost.
No, Hannah. It wasn't lost. The people who performed that ritual took it.
When he was little, he was baptized in that family. He wore a cross on his neck. I think it was gold. But later I see an old woman taking it from him.
They took the cross right after the christening, the very day he was baptized.
For some reason, the Roma grandmother took the boy's cross. But how is this connected to his death?
When I looked at the boy, I saw powerful energy flowing from him. That is, he had certain abilities.
A gifted, radiant child. A sun child.
He was born on the day of the autumn equinox.
Yes, yes.
People born on the equinox are strong personalities with tremendous energy.
That's when I realized the sign of transformation was a mark of his strength.
He may have had extrasensory abilities too.
He was still too young, he couldn't use them, but those around him already knew. They already understood it. They needed this boy. Before Hannah left that place, they decided to change his fate.
My head started spinning.
Look at me, right in the eyes. Now join your hands, all right? Exhale.
She took my hand like that. It was as if my vision became clearer.
He was gone for 2 days. Something happened to him, to his mind.
Remember, Hannah, you said, Bohdan's not home. They took him away somewhere.
A week before Hannah fled the camp with her children, her son Bohdan was taken away for several days.
Yes, they took him away. Ruslan came, took Bohdan, and left. Then, maybe 2 days later, they brought him back.
I was worried where they took him and why, but no one told me.
There was an older woman who could do certain things with her hands. It was like a substitution, replacing an old doll with a new one, an ancient ritual.
She knew she would take a life. That's terrifying.
I think they wanted to pass his power on to someone else.
A man with a mustache.
There was a man there who was in charge of everything.
He's ill, either cancer or something like that.
He just sat there, sat all the time.
The one with the mustache is Bohdan's father's uncle. He's deaf and mute.
His fate was switched.
They stole his cross, they stole his life. Everyone has to carry their own cross. Everyone has their own destiny. And your child's cross was taken away, both literally and figuratively.
We're so grateful to you.
Thank you very much.